Well, good Tuesday evening, true believers, from Memphis, Missouri, where for the better part of the last 4 decades, Donnie Middleton has held a very unique place in tri-state local sports media, both as the Hall of Fame play-by-play voice of local high school sports in this tiny little part of Northeast Missouri, as well as a beloved radio personality away from the sports realm as well. I mention this because it came to light last week that Donnie is undergoing a very significant health battle in his life. And in an effort to lend him some strength in that fight, I thought today would be a great day to show Donnie the appreciation this community has from those who know him best for all he's contributed to high school sports and beyond in this little corner of Northeast Missouri.
When you hear KMEM radio, you think Donnie, and then when you hear anything athletic-wise in Northeast Missouri, his name comes to the forefront. I remember being a little kid, hearing his voice on the radio, and wanting to aspire to be able to have my name called by Donnie on the radio.
If there was a sports happening at Scotland County, you can bet Donnie was going to cover to let people know about it. Didn't matter if it's boys, girls, what sport it was. He was there.
Donnie Middleton is Northeast Missouri sports. He makes every environment better. His play-by-play, his natural one-liners we all love. He makes every environment better, and so many people have benefited from the nights they couldn't make a game. He'd bring the game to your living room. In addition to that, he's very patriotic. He's always a staple at our annual Veterans Day Assembly, and he's always there when we need something.
You know, not just football or basketball, it's softball, you know, and covering baseball. And yeah, it's just, it's huge of what they've done to be able to cover kids in Northeast Missouri and specifically those counties that, you know, Clark, Scotland, Schuyler. It's just, you tune into KMEM on a certain night, you know, that's what you're going to listen to. And it's really cool. I still do it today, you know, to be able to listen to his voice and what he's saying, you know, to get that coverage out there for everybody who weren't at the games.
There's a lot of people, myself included, that have grown up where he's almost the only sports voice that we've ever heard, and you know, he's just kind of woven into the fabric of the history of local sports broadcasting in this corner of the state of Missouri.
And Donnie didn't only do sports, he also had a Sunday night radio show on KMEM, which was entertaining to listen to, and you know, you'd see him at the lumberyard around, the kids all knew him, and here, even though during football season, he covered all the sports, but during football season, he was the voice of the Rams, but he never said a discouraging word about the Tigers either, so that was great. So
he was also the soundtrack to a state championship, which I know was an incredible moment in your career, and all of those guys who were a part of that. Just having that kind of honor to have him be the soundtrack to that memory, what does that mean?
You know, it means a lot to all of us in Clark County. You know, to have him announce the game, and then they played it several times, you know, throughout that year, you know, in specific moments of that game, and just to hear his voice, you know, to be announcing that still gives me chills today, honestly, when I think about it.
Around here, we think of Donnie Middleton and Bahooski and Bullseye, and so he's definitely got some Donnie-isms that are well known.
That voice and just the excitement, you know, whether it's a tight ball game or not, he truly brings the excitement to your living room to where you're on the edge of the couch before you even realize it. So the excitement he has and the passion and love for the kids in our area, not just in Scotland County, but all over Northeast Missouri, is unmatched.
You know, Donnie was inducted into the Missouri Sports Hall of Fame in 2017, and the push to do that was largely set in motion by the local coaches and other local folks in this area that Donnie has covered their teams and their schools, and they were kind of the impetus to get that to happen. And I think that's one of the greatest tributes to him is that he's earned the respect of all of these area coaches and administrators, and that honor was just kind of a reflection of that respect, and we share that respect, and we greatly admire the work that he has done.